Hello, Commanders fans! Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Commanders are being considered a top pick for a Pro Bowl RB in a draft pick. The Washington Commanders could find themselves in the running back market during the 2025 NFL Draft. One potential target has been floated: Buffalo Bills running back James Cook. According to Ian Valentino of the 33rd team, Cook is among the players expected to be moved during the draft, and Washington is being considered a potential landing spot. Running backs are making a comeback, but there's no doubt heads turned when it was reported that James Cook wants $15 million per season for his first post-rookie contract. Valentino writes, "Cook has developed into an explosive playmaker who complements Josh Allen well and fits into Joe Brady's offensive scheme. However, as cool as it would be to have a running back who averages 4.9 yards per carry and scores 16 rushing touchdowns in 2024, the Bills will have a tough time paying Cook. Washington could be an attractive trade partner, especially with Cook's skill set in line with what the Commanders might want in a young, agile quarterback like Jayden Daniels. Washington could offer a Day 2 or early Day 3 pick to acquire Cook and pair him with Brian Robinson Jr. for a versatile and dangerous duo. With the Commanders looking to build a foundation around Daniels, adding an established and efficient weapon like Cook without spending too much in the long term could be a smart move. Cook finished the 2024 season ranked 16th in rushing yards and 19th in rushing despite limited snaps. Valentino explains that by adding him to the roster, they may not need to pay a lot for him. Paying him like the second-best running back in the league would be ridiculous, Valentino says. A trade would not only give the Commanders another offensive weapon, but it could also be the kind of gamble that helps propel the offense to the top in 2025 and beyond. Commanders linked to national champion RB in NFL Draft. The Washington Commanders' backroom is still buzzing as the NFL Draft approaches, and a new possibility has been gaining traction. The team may be eyeing one of the most talented running backs in the current rookie class. National champion TreVeyon Henderson, of the mighty Ohio State. With the need to bolster the backfield, the Commanders should consider selecting a running back at some point during the draft, which takes place next week. Currently, no player at the position has a guaranteed contract beyond the 2025 season, which makes it essential to add new blood to the roster. Bolstering the position with youth and potential could be a key step in the team's restructuring. The good news for Washington is that this year's RB class is considered deep and promising, with athletes capable of making a real impact as early as their first year. According to ESPN analyst Matt Miller, one name that could fit perfectly into the team's plans is TreVeyon Henderson. Miller noted that despite recent trades that brought in key reinforcements, such as left tackle Laramie Tunsil and wide receiver Deebo Samuel Sr., the Commanders still don't have a running back who can truly make a difference in the offensive system, led by rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels. And that's where Henderson comes into the spotlight. According to the analyst, the former Ohio State player has rare qualities. Henderson has elite hands to catch passes from Jayden Daniels, and his ability to make explosive plays is exactly what the Commanders' ground attack is missing, said Matt Miller. In addition, TreVeyon Henderson stood out in the NCAA, not only for his athleticism, but also for his intelligence on the field, ability to read blocks and explosion after first contact. These characteristics make him a dual threat, both running the ball and catching passes from the backfield. The NFL Draft begins next Thursday at 8 p.m. ET at the legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Commanders have several important decisions to make. and the choice of a running back could be one of the key pieces in shaping the future of the franchise. Stay tuned here on the channel for more updates, analysis, and everything that happens with our beloved Washington Commanders. Commanders are planning to strengthen their defense with the possible arrival of 3x Pro Bowler Zadarius Smith. Hey, Commanders fans! Washington's management is keeping an eye on the market and looking for alternatives to strengthen the defense before the start of the 2025 season. After the departure of pass rusher Dante Fowler Jr., who signed with rival Dallas Cowboys during free agency, the team is evaluating new options to maintain the high level of pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and a big name may be gaining traction within the franchise: the experienced Zadarius Smith. The defender, who has played for teams such as the Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, and most recently the Detroit Lions, is available on the market and has been speculated as a possible target for the Commanders. According to journalist Mark Stolt from Pro Football Network, Washington should be among the main interested parties in signing Smith. In his analysis, Stolt highlighted the importance of investing in defense, especially now that the franchise has finally found its quarterback of the future. The Washington Commanders are likely to be one of many teams in line to sign Zadarius Smith. With a true quarterback like Jayden Daniels, the team needs to do everything in its power to address the needs of the defensive line, Stolte wrote. Even with a solid defensive line performance in 2024, ranking in the top 12 in pressure rate and top 10 in sacks, Smith's arrival would be an elite addition. The defensive back is known for his ability to make an immediate impact, leading pressures in key moments and acting as an anchor on the front line. Smith has put up impressive numbers throughout his career, as well as 3 Pro Bowl selections, which speaks to his consistency and high level of performance. His presence would not only add depth to the Commanders' defensive unit, but would also bring leadership to a young roster looking to quickly develop under new head coach Dan Quinn. Washington's front office is also looking ahead to next week's draft. The team is expected to look for defensive talent in the early rounds, but if they are unable to select an immediately impactful pass rusher, the franchise is likely to intensify talks with Zadarius Smith's agent. The goal is clear: to build a solid and aggressive defense that can complement the offense led by Jayden Daniels and transform the Commanders into a competitive team, capable of fighting for a spot in the playoffs this season. Stay tuned, fans. This move could be one of the key pieces in defining the direction of the Washington Commanders in 2025. And of course, you'll see any news here first.